Okay, exercise 2.02, question 1, A, C, and F. Here we have to give the gradients of lines perpendicular to these particular gradients. So if we know the gradient of lines, we're able to find lines that are perpendicular to the lines with these gradients because, and notice by the way, the symbol for perpendicular is a horizontal line, a perpendicular line, and a little square indicating it's at 90 degrees. So all we have to do is find the negative reciprocal of each. So in other words, the first thing I'm going to do is flip it up the other way and make it negative. So at the moment, if I flip up 2 the other way, well, 2 the other way is, 2 the way it is 2 over 1. But if I flip it up the other way, if I find the reciprocal of it, it becomes 1 over 2. And if I make it negative, then this is the answer here. So negative a half is, a line with a gradient of negative a half will be perpendicular to a line with a gradient of 2. And vice versa. If I took the negative reciprocal of negative a half, I would get back to 2 again. Let's try this one. 1/3. Well, in other words, a third, now it's already in a fraction form with a numerator, a vinculum, and a denominator. Let's flip it up the other way. So it's going to become now 3 over 1. And we're going to make it negative. So negative 3 over 1, which of course is just negative 3. Now if I made, a line with a gradient of negative 3 is perpendicular to a line with a gradient of 1/3. And if I found the negative reciprocal of negative 3, I'd get back to 1/3 again. Let's prove it. Here we are, it's negative 3 over 1. I'm going to flip it up the other way to make it 1/3. And I'm going to make it positive. I'm going to make it the negative, negative. A negative, negative is a positive, and we're back to 1/3 again. All right, the final one. I like this one. This is very cool. So that we're going to make, first of all, flip it up the other way. We're going to find the reciprocal. So it's going to be 5 over negative 2. Well, I'm now going to make this positive because I'm going to make the whole thing negative. Here we are. And so suddenly negative 5 over negative 2 is 5 over 2. So 5 over 2, a line with a gradient of 5 over 2, is perpendicular, that is at 90 degrees, to a line with a gradient of negative 2/5. And that's how we do these.